guys, Kitty Cat Leper here today, and today I'm going to show you some of the best quality of life mods that I work with as a creator, but now can't live without playing for fun too. Yay! That was a mouthful. Now, all these mods are great time savers and lifesavers for me, but they may not work for you, and that's a-okay. And be sure to stay till the end to see the most amazing time-saving mod I just recently found. But first off, I want to say a great big thank you to all my current subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I seriously couldn't do it without you. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button for pro-ish art content. And if you do like what I provide for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And guys, Kitty's aiming for the big 20,000, so help me go big or go home and you all get a cookie. Yay! But now, let's just jump into it. First mod that we have today on the list is the HG stacking mod. This mod increases most stacks by 2,500 and reduces 50% weight to be able to carry most items. But don't worry, you still have to level up weight, as it's not as noticeable as it sounds. One of the greatest parts of this mod is that you can now stack mutton and prime meat, which means it won't spoil all at once for those sweet, sweet tames. But if you have a peek at the Steam page, it is very thorough on what stacks to what amount, and it's amazing! And not only that, when you throw some of the items out, they look like this! One disclaimer for this mod is to keep it as high as possible on the mod list, and it's not compatible with other stacking mods that aren't HG. And for me personally, I've noticed that some mods don't recognize certain items and stacks. For example, one of Eco's mods I used didn't recognize a fish stack for a recipe, but I can live with that. HG stacking mod is a great space and time saver. Speaking of space and time, this next mod has it all for your breeding collection needs. With a fully customizable I, you can make the dino storage mod as OP or as close to official settings as you need. I personally use this mod to keep dinos safe-ish in my pocket when I'm not using them, to collecting and incubating my eggs, to even having my hatch and or mammal babies get imprints and grow up, all while they're comfortable in their tiny little balls. And not only that, if you have a dinosaur that produces eggs, or you need poop, or even resources, you can set it up so they can produce in your terminal to keep your base nice and tidy from all the dinos scattered everywhere. Ish. Have babies you don't want? Well, there's even a terrifying button for that. Don't worry, it will prompt you before you destroy, and yes, you get all the XP from them too. And this mod works with even modded dinos. And there's so much more to it. A disclaimer for this mod, sometimes certain little things that won't work unless you tweak it on the I. So it may be trial and error on what to do, but nothing a little Google search or their main guide on the Steam page hasn't helped me fix. 10 out of 10 would recommend this mod. Moving along, you clearly will need dinos to keep in your pockets and to breed. And this next mod will help you get the best levels for all your taming and breeding needs. The Better Spawns mod is a nice little package to add to your map, looking at you, the island, so there's less 5s and more Ragnarok levels. But you don't have to search too long to find that perfect 150 Rex, or whatever your server level difficulty is at. This mod is pretty straightforward and does exactly what it says. You may still find some low levels, but clearly not as much as before. Disclaimer for this mod is you may have to do a dino wipe if added to an existing or fresh server. Better Spawns has helped me have the opportunity to get myself some high levels, as I usually tame whatever I see. And while looking for high levels, there's nothing more helpful than figuring out how to tame a creature. Because let's face it, we've all knocked out a passive tame and fed it meat, right? The awesome Spyglass helps you with just this. And it is amazing quality of life mod that I cannot live without, with fully customizable features I use regularly and beyond. It looks like a Spyglass, but you don't have to hold it up to have a look at the creatures. It will tell you the type of tame, level, stats, how much torpor, and what you need to feed it for best results. You can also get nicely placed coordinates on the top of your screen so you always know where you are. Not only that, you can customize it to be able to see what's inside a draw. And you can even have outlines so you can see dinos and or enemies more clearly. There are many features to play around with using Alt-S in the game, and some I settings as well if you don't want to allow some features on your server. This mod has helped me so much for taming and for when I'm lost, and I cannot live without it. Speaking of getting lost, have you ever died and had no clue where you were on the map? Or do you prefer the option to get around the map without having to fly or fast travel? Then the Awesome Teleporters mod will be an awesome addition for you. This is a bit of a later game mod for the materials it needs, but it has helped me so much that I do have to mention it. Not only can you have a fully customizable pad at base, or even close to resource spots, or anywhere else your teleporting heart desires. You can also craft a handheld device, so if ever you're in a tough spot or recently died, you can teleport to and from places. Maybe this was where I was last time. You can also get a dino tracker with this mod. I really should learn how to use that. And it also has a corpse retriever for those hard spots that maybe you just might not want to go back into. You can also customize it by naming it, so when you do open your teleport menu, you know exactly where you're going. And you can even select the size of bubble you want if you want to allow just a private teleporter, private with allies, or make it even public. And you can also choose if you want to allow players and dinos, players, or dinos only. Although I don't use it very often, when I do remember I have it, it always saves me from disaster. And if you're looking for something a little more early game when it comes to corpse and body retrieval, why not try the Tombstone mod? This neat little addition has quite a few options to help you customize your server for an easier experience, all the way to just making sure your big body doesn't spawn away. Some of the options include having your stuff spawn back on you when you die and spawn back in. Or, if you like retrieving your bag, it will place all your stuff in a cool little taped tombstone with your name on it. And this will give you all the time you need to be able to retrieve your body if you have to get rid of the stranger dangers first. You also have the option to demolish the gravestone once you retrieve your stuff, or leave it as it is as a nice little reminder. And there's so many more options that you can find on the Steam page to help you customize it to your preferred difficulty. Don't worry, you'll still get your beam just in case you can't find your body or your bag. Disclaimer for this mod is if you place it with awesome teleporters, be very, very careful to use the corpse retrieval system, because of the fact that it either transfers your stuff to your body and or transfers into a gravestone. Say if you land in lava and can't retrieve your bag and you use the awesome teleporters, it will only take what's from your body, and that is just your implant. So then you won't be able to find your tombstone and your body. Believe me, I've done it. Don't lose hope if you can't reach your bag or your tombstone, because this all-around amazingly helpful mod has a feature just for that. The Superstructures mod. Now there's always a big debate on what's better, SS or S+, but I personally prefer SS, so today we're going to be talking about that. SS has this handy little cogwheel if you press N to be able to have a transfer tool, to be able to grab your inventory from a sticky situation, or even a pickup tool to take down your latest trap, maybe a storage you left behind, or when you have to destroy some certain things around the base. There's so many building, breeding, customizable options with this mod that it would take hours to explain every one. So quickly, I'll tell you about the ones that I personally use. SS structures can be picked up no matter what, and the doors can be customizable to auto close only, or switch to manual, or back to automatic. I use the pickup gun or the demolish tool very lightly, as it can be dangerous in my hands, and the transfer tool to either transport very heavy things or retrieve complicated bags. Also, the transparency tool is pretty neat if you're building stuff with glass. There we go, both sets match. Another thing I use very often, the SS transmitter, because this has a built-in dino scan. You can click on it and you can search for a specific dino you're looking for, and it tells you the coordinates where they might be, as well as shows you on the map as well. Please note that this does not work very well on single player. There's so many customizable, amazing features with this mod. It helps you with a variety of time-saving things, not just building or deaths. Did I just say building? Kitty definitely doesn't build. If you're someone like me who just can't build anything but a box and/or doesn't have the time to build the fancy stuff, look no further. Pre-made structures is the way to go. Whether you're looking for a starter home, all the way to a magnificent base with even a greenhouse, or even a pre-made trap, this mod has got it. All you need to do is build this mod's bench, learn the selected engram of the house that you want, collect all the resources that it states, craft it, and place it in your desired spot. No more long hours figuring out the perfect snap point because this house is already made. Yay! Once placed, you can decorate it to your desire, and it also fits vanilla or SS structure doors in its doorways. Disclaimer for this mod, be very, very careful if you're using the SS demo gun or even hitting E while in your house. It takes some time to pick up while hitting E, but you could easily demolish your house all in one, just with one click of a button. I haven't done that. Not at all. Another disclaimer is you can't put anything on the walls, whether they're vanilla or if they're a different type of mod. I've tried it with numerous decoration mods as well as stuff even for trophies, and it just doesn't work at all. But that's okay, we can decorate on the ground. Speaking of great looking, let's now jump into the beautiful scenery part. Have you ever been wandering around the map and gotten stuck in fog where you can't even see 2 centimeters in front of you? Although it does add to the ambiance of the game, it sure can be annoying time and time again. Fister's Fog Remover has you covered, and it works server-wide. All you have to do is learn it, craft it, place the dodo, and then make the dodo happy. And you will never be caught in foggy weather ever again. And it really works. The reason I brought you over to Gen 1 is to show you how much it works. When placed, it makes the bog look really weird. So be sure that you don't use it over here, or else you're really just going to be in a very weird looking environment. And last but not least, the most life-saving, time-reducing, non-finger cramping mod that I just recently started using is the Dino Leveling Assistant. My life has been saved. Now I just need a mod that puts all my boss dinos in a circle for me. This mod is a tad complicated to set up, but if I can figure it out, so can you. Once all set, press and hold your hotkey and you have the level up assistant. From there, you can see all your dinos from a 60 foundation radius. As you can see, there's only like 6 gigas here, but the rest are all behind me, closer to my base. And now you can level them up with one press of a button. You no longer need to go into each dinosaur individually and press the same key 64 times, especially when you have hundreds, maybe thousands, exaggerating a little bit, of boss dinos to go through. But there's a huge disclaimer for this mod, and that is you can only level up one level at a time. So if you want to level up just melee, that's totally fine. But if you want to level up health and melee, do not use this mod. You will have to go into your dinosaur and level up some health and level up your melee, or whatever your desired levels need to be. Well, there you have it, folks. These are the best quality of life mods that I have found and use almost every day. And I hope you guys have a super duper amazing day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.